Hi, good evening. Hi, Cynthia. Good morning from Philadelphia. Great. So, first class of the year 2025. Yeah, him. Greetings. Yeah, Happy New Year to all of you. So, so today we are going to discuss about, you know, drinking water. What does Ayurveda say about drinking water? Okay, a lot of focus on water, how much of water to drink, and a lot of things are there out there. So what does Ayurveda say about it? We'll just go through that. Okay. So to start off, okay, so these sessions happen every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay. You can ask me your questions and I'll try to answer those to my capacity. Okay. So drinking water in Ayurveda. So this is what. So water is basically jalam. Okay, and we'll try to see first of all what are the properties of water. What does water do to our body? Okay, and then we'll slowly get to the what about drinking water. Now you know the properties of water. Jivanam, the most important property of water is jivanam. It is life promoting, and all of us know that that life cannot exist without water. Life started from water, and the theory of evolution also says that what life started in water, and slowly, all of us came from water. So basically, water is life promoting. It is tarpanam. It nourishes the body. Okay. It is hridyam. That means it satiates. You feel good after your heart feels good. That's why we call it hridyam. You feel good after drinking water. Hladi. Hladi means it ahladam, happiness. It increases happiness. Buddhi prabodhanam. Buddhi means your inter, prabodhanam means it ignites. Okay, it activates. So you drink water, or probably if you wash your face with water, also you'll feel that your 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 intellect is ignited. Okay. It is tanu. That means it is not thick or it's not heavy. It is very thin. Okay. Avyakta rasa. Rasa means taste. Avyakta means not clear. The sense you may also call it as tasteless. Okay. That means you are not able to make out the real taste of water. People say water is sweet, but Ayurveda says pure water is tasteless. Okay. Avyakta rasa. It's unclear. Lagu means it's light. Okay, it's easy to digest. And shitam, it is cold to touch. In the sense it's not only cold to touch, but after you consume also it cools the body down. Amrutopamam, this is very, very, very important. It has been compared to nectar. Okay, it is equal to nectar in the sense you drink it, it is life promoting. Okay, so these are the basic properties of water. Okay, now indications as far as seasons go. Okay, so in Sharad and Grishma, that means autumn and summer, where it is slightly on the warmer side, you have to drink water really well. In other seasons, okay, all other seasons, you have to drink only little water, even for a healthy person. But nowadays, you see people walk with a bottle in their hand and they keep on drinking water, thinking that the more water you drink, the more detoxified your body becomes, or the body becomes cleaner if you drink more water. That is not true at all. Okay. And as far as food goes, when you know that you are only supposed to eat half your tummy, in the sense if you can eat 1 kilogram of food. Okay, your stomach capacity is 1 kilogram. You have to have only 500 grams of sugar, so that food, so that half of your stomach is empty, and in that half, that means quarter part is supposed to be liquid or water, and the remaining quarter part is supposed to be for air. Okay, then only there will be proper digestion. It's like, you compare to your kitchen. If you want to cook rice, you have got this vessel. You can't fill the vessel completely with rice and expect it to get cooked properly. If you have to cook it really well, the vessel, half of the vessel, not beyond half of that vessel, you should have rice. Then pour enough water and leave a little bit of space for air, so that the cooking happens really well. So cooking happens here also. So it's the same thing, only for good health and optimum digestion, you have to have only half your stomach, leave little bit of space for water and then for air. Okay, and there are absolutely no restrictions as to when to drink a water. You can have water before your food, you can have it along with your food, or you can have it after food also. Okay, so when you drink water at different stages of your food, it will give a different result. So there aren't those hard fast rules. It's like, if it elicits a different result depending upon when you are drinking water. Okay, the next thing is seasonally. So Ayurveda sometimes says you can drink fresh water, but there are a lot of people who drink boiled water. So you have to notice that when seasons change, okay, you can actually have different kinds of water to drink. In the sense, when you have got too much of vata in your body, or in the vata seasons, especially during the rainy season, it is best to drink what you call water which is processed with jeera or cumin. Okay, so that the water is kept under control. But when it is pitta, that means a hot season, summers and all those things, when your body is undergoing too much of heat, it is always good to drink water which is boiled with khadira or acacia. You have got ready-made things available in the market in the name of daha shamani. Daha means heat, shamani means pacifies. So it has got a few herbs which, like vetiver, like sandalwood and all those things, can also be processed in waters for you to consume, so that the heat is taken care of. In seasons which are very cold and your kapha goes up, that means you feel congestion and all those things, you can actually drink water processed with dry ginger. In Malayalam we call that chukkuvallam. So normally people have got the habit of drinking what you call dry ginger processed shunthi chukkuvallam. Okay, dry ginger processed water throughout the year. In my opinion, that is not good, especially in summers. It is not good at all because it generates a lot of heat. So as seasons change, how you process your drinking water also has to change. Okay, and as far as medicine goes, there's something called anupana, or what you drink before, along with, or after the medicine. Okay, for that, water is considered to be the first choice. For example, if you are taking a tablet, and if the adjuvant or the anupana has not been mentioned. Okay, for example, people say when you take ashwagandha, take milk as the anupana. That means you mix ashwagandha churna in milk and have. So milk is the anupana here. So in cases where anupana has not been mentioned, water has to be taken as the anupana, because that is supposed to, that's why I said, it is jivanam. It actually promotes life. So any medicine becomes lively when you give water as anupana. Okay, say sometimes if you have got cough and you have been asked to take a powder to pacify that cough, mostly if there is phlegm, you would have been asked to take honey as anupana. So in conditions where anupana has not been mentioned, water is supposed to be consumed. So drinking water is very, very, very important in Ayurveda. You should know when to drink, how much to drink, and what kind of water to drink. So this is basically about drinking water. You can start asking your questions. Okay. So there is a difference between cold water and hot water also. So when you drink cold water, it manages intoxication, in the sense if you're drunk, or you're slightly intoxicated, cold water pacifies intoxication. You get better from. If you're tired, use cold water. If you're unconscious, you see people sprinkling cold water. You don't sprinkle hot water, you sprinkle cold water, and then vomiting. Yes, if you pour cold water on the head or on the face, or you drink a little, get exposed to cold water, vomiting is also better. Dizziness, thirst, okay, heat, poison, for all those things, it is cold water. So hot water, it is appetizer, okay, in small quantities, not in large quantities, okay, and digestive only in small quantities, not in large quantities, okay. It is appetizer and digestive. It clears your throat, okay. It makes you feel light, and your bladder, you feel better. You clear your bladder, or you empty your bladder better with hot water, okay. If you've got hiccups, you drink hot water, it manages that. Cough, cold, okay, breathing issues, and all those things are taken care with hot water. So you should know when to drink cold water, you should know when to get exposed to hot water, okay. Now you can start asking your questions, okay. So happy 2025, okay. Yeah, Marcia. um, Now, yeah, hey, Vaidya, your question. Okay, you can start asking your questions. Yeah, no thumb rule as far as quantity of water goes. Okay, it depends upon your requirement. It differs from person to person. First thing. Second thing, it differs from what job you do. If you are somebody who's sitting in an enclosed air-conditioned room and sitting on the computer doing typing, you need not drink that kind of 2 liters, 3 liters of water, because every 5 minutes you'll be running to the restroom. You drink and it goes out, okay. It's not good for a person who's working in the summer, okay. It's so depending upon season also. If it's winter, you need not drink too much water. Summer, you have to drink more water. If somebody is working in the field, in the hot sun, he probably have to drink more water. So there is no thumb rule that everybody should drink 2 liters of water. No, it differs from person to person. Disease wise, yes, you can drink probably less water, more water, but differs from person to person, season by season to season, and what kind of work you do. Okay, hope that's clear here. Okay. Yeah, Marcia, is it advisable to drink water in the morning after your dinnercharya and before breakfast? It is always good. You can get up in the morning and drink a glass. I don't want you to drink too much of water. Might be 300 ml or 500 ml, maximum 500 ml of warm water. You can drink in the morning, because you have been resting throughout the whole night. You get up in the morning, and when you drink that water, your peristalsis starts, and it will help you evacuate your bowels better. Okay, and you'll also generate a little bit more urine, and that is also cleared really well. Okay, and yes, before breakfast also you can drink water. You can drink it along with breakfast, and you can also have it after breakfast. It is not a problem at all. If you feel thirsty, you have to drink water. Okay. Yes, Haim, you have to go to the restroom if you drink more water, and you should get worried. I'll tell you very simple. When you were born, okay, Haim, say for example, you were born and God said, okay, hey, Haim, I give you two bean-shaped machines, which will actually filter your water, and you will pass urine, and that machine will filter probably about 100,000 liters of water, 1 lakh liters of water. Just an example, okay. It's a machine, by the way, and it all depends upon whether you want to finish its work. It's 100,000 liters in by the age of 40 or 50 or 60 or 70. So if you keep on drinking more water, You can, there are a lot of studies which happen that overhydration, you keep on drinking more water, your kidney has to actually filter all this, your kidney is overworking, and probably after a point your kidney will say, I'm done now. Then you are heading into a problem. So be moderate about drinking water also. Why is it advised to sit and drink water and to drink it slowly, sip by sip? Okay, drink. See, I have not very clearly come to that reference. We say that you have to sit, anything you eat or drink. Okay, you have to sit. You have to be steady. I don't think there's anything wrong in you standing and drinking. We don't see any difference in that. But by and large, elders ask us to sit, especially while eating food. Drinking, we don't be very specific, but I don't want you to walk, keep on walking and drinking, because when you walk and drink, you're moving. Okay, you might, there's a chance of the water getting into your windpipe rather than getting into your foot pipe. That is not good at all. Okay, and drinking sip by sip is always good, because I don't say sip by sip, gulp by gulp. I don't want you to continuously drink water, but there are people who do that. It's again habit, but I would say go slow and focus on what you're doing. Don't think about something or probably talk to somebody and keep on drinking water. Don't do that. The biggest issue with not concentrating while drinking water is that it can actually get into your lungs. Okay. Is it a good idea to drink mineral bottled water? Marcia, I like that question. Normally when you look at mineral water, we call that mineral water, but most probably when you do that, what reverse osmosis, we call that RO. You actually demineralize the water. All the minerals and everything that's a part of water is removed, and then you pass ozone through it. Whatever it is, ultraviolet, a lot of things, and then it actually becomes H2O. Yes, chemically, what we have studied at school, H2O is water. But in my opinion, water is not H2O. It is plus all the minerals, all the dissolved things inside it. Once that is removed, it is water. Yes, probably you might not catch an infection by drinking the bottled water, but all the good qualities which you expect a water to actually give you is lost. And one other thing, you notice that if you have got that steamer where you do steaming at home, you pour a mineral water and try to switch on it and see how much of vapor comes. Very little. But when you use tap water or groundwater, which has got all the minerals, when you actually boil it, you see a lot of steam. And something which cannot give out steam, Marcia, is that water? Question mark, right? I would say go for good water. Okay. Yeah. How long should we boil water before allowing it to cool for drinking? Okay. I would say, once the water boils, see that it boils for about 5 minutes. I don't want it to boil it too much. I don't want the water to get reduced also too much. So boiling water for 5 minutes is more than enough for you to consume it. Wait for it to cool down. Okay. And people are in a hurry that they add cold water to hot water so that they reduce the temperature so that drink it. Ayurveda says no to it, because water which is boiled is cooked water, and water which is not boiled is uncooked water. So you are not supposed to mix cooked and uncooked water or food. Okay, so that is prohibited. Have some patience. Wait for the water to cool down before you consume. First part of it. And second part of it, why is not advisable to drink water that has been sitting overnight? Ayurveda believes on tamas. Okay, so any food or anything which is cooked should not be carried forward to the next day. It applies for water also. Boiling water is basically cooking water. So cooking water, the moment it sits like that, next day, it becomes heavy and it increases the tamas in your mind. So we ask you not to consume water which has been boiled the previous night. Renu, what foods to avoid in IBS? Renu, it depends upon what is causing your IBS. Okay, there are no hard and fast rules here also regarding IBS. But one thing which I see is excessive spicy and sour foods might trigger for some people. Okay, some people sour foods don't create. Some people, oily foods do create. So for IBS, it depends. Some people milk might, some people milk don't. Some people cow's milk have they don't have a problem with cow's milk. They've got a problem with buffalo's milk. It varies from person to person. Try to understand what actually irritates your tummy is very important. So you have to be aware as to what is creating that problem. But by and large, anything which can be too sharp, like spicy, sour, salty foods, deep fry, all those things, if you avoid alcohol and all those things, if you avoid, you'll feel much better. Plus, rest is very important. If you sleep early and sleep really well, and a lot of people find a huge difference when they're well rested. In Jainism, it's recommended to have boiled water. Could throw some light on it. I'm not aware about Jainism, okay, but about the boiled water and hot water. But I would say, water in summers. So it's very specific as far as seasons go. In summers, you don't have to drink warm water. If it is not around meals, sometimes we say if it is around your food, it is always good to drink a little bit of warm to hot water. But otherwise, you can have in summers, you can have normal room temperature water. But in winters, it is always good to go for which is slightly hotter side. And other seasons, cooler seasons, you can go for warm water. So warm water, what happens with warm water is it does not, the reason it's actually boiled water, okay. Boiled water, even after it cools, it is lagu, it is light because it's cooked once. So that water is easily absorbable by the body. So it's always good to go for water which is boiled. Okay. Restlessness in legs at night. I would say the first thing what you can do, Renu, is to do a nerve conduction test and see what is actually going wrong. Usually, restless night, you might have some peripheral nerve issues that has to be handled. There are treatments and medicines which will actually manage that really well. So I would say it's always good for you to and see if you get the restlessness if you are extremely overactive that day. If it's an easy day and you have not stressed out too much or not strained too much, if you feel better, or if you have strained out too much, you have to actually try to see all those things. And for people normally, I'm telling you, normally for people who are diabetic, okay, and people who are overweight, people who have got varicose will have restless legs predominantly more. So you will also have to handle the causative factor. I say you should be consulting a good doctor. Water filters come with copper or silver filters. Are they really worth it? Aditya, that's actually a very good question. Okay. They come with, yes, they come with copper or silver membrane filters. They actually do make a difference, Aditya. Here, especially copper and silver, they are very good to remove all the micro bacteria from most of the micro. I don't say all. Most it becomes removes all the microbes from the water. So they are very, very, very good. And if you look at all those filters, water doesn't flow out of it. Water stays there for a long time and it drops drop by drop. It's very important that once in a while you actually clean these plates also before they are reinstalled. Okay. And it's also got a candle, we call that, it is very good. Filtered water is actually good, but you can also boil it and consume it. I would say that, you can filter it. Yes, good. But I would say, please also filter it and boil it before you consume it. Cynthia, okay, different subject. My hair oils are, you mean the United States, right? We don't ship internationally, not yet. Okay. But if you have got somebody in any part of the world, if you go to Distacart, it is available on Distacart, but I don't know, there is some issue that we are not able to solve, whether we are not able to deliver it into the US. Canada, yes. Singapore, other countries, yes, you can definitely get the oils into other countries. If you've got people in Canada, if they're coming to the US, you can ask them to bring it, or any country, you can order it to that country and you can get it to the States. States, we are still working on it. Sorry for that, Cynthia. Okay. Uh, Filtered RO UV water in copper pot for consuming. See, copper pot is actually a good thing for you to consume water. Okay, I don't say no, but don't leave it over for a long time in the copper pot. Leave it for some time, then, and it's also, as I said, it's also very important to clean the copper pot once in a while. And RO water is basically H2O. Okay, you have removed everything out of it. So if what we say that it copper or any metal or whatever you do actually energizes the water, I am not of that opinion. I don't understand, or I don't second that too much, because what has to be energized? Okay, it could be dissolved minerals and a lot of things. Those, even water molecules also, but all those minerals also they get a lot charged. When you energize them, those things are very less or not there in an RO or UV filtered water. Okay, so yes, you can do it. It's not a problem, Satya. But I would say, just try drinking good water. I don't say RO water is water, but I don't say it is the greatest water. Okay, so let us see. What is the next question? How to causes of dystonia. And see, dystonia in a way is uncontrollable movement of muscles, right? If that's what you meant. Okay, in our parlance, it is because of exaggerated vata. Okay, so anything that can pacify vata will make that person's condition better. Okay, treating it is pretty far off, but trying to understand what is actually causing that is one thing which you have to do. And then management, I can tell you. So the management is basically getting into everything that will reduce vata. So I'll tell you what activities. Not too much of exercise. Moderate, yes, but not too much of exercise. Sleeping early and sleeping really well. Having food on time. Having food which are nourishing. Okay, and not see, basic exertion is something which he has to avoid. And it's in short, anything that can increase vata will increase dystonia. Okay, so yeah, that is how we manage it. And over a period of time, see, if it doesn't happen overnight, it's not like a medicine you give and it stops. You have to slowly make that change, and it's a gradual process. But we have to see to what extent we can actually treat it and cure it. But managing, this is the way we manage it. Okay, very good results. See, we get good results even in Parkinson's. Parkinson's, you have got this tremors and all those things. We get fantastic results when we just follow this principle of managing vata. Okay, so any other question? So drinking water. Okay, so in Ayurveda, in Ashtanga Hridaya, you come across water. They say you can drink water before food, during food, and after food. But as I said, it gives a different result. So you see a lot of posts where people say Ayurveda says don't drink water before food, or drink water, don't drink along with food, only half an hour after food. Ayurveda does not say that. Okay, somebody is telling something and quoting Ayurveda. What Ayurveda says is very clear. If you have food, if you have water before your food, you can have water before your food, during the food, or after food. If you want to lose weight, okay, if you want to be denourished in the basic sense, if you want to lose weight, drink water before food. Okay, what happens if you drink that much of water? You drink 2 glasses of water and have food, only this much of food will go inside. It is just common sense. Okay, water will not dilute any of your agni or any of your acid. Body is too intelligent for all those things. So you drink water before food, you will lose weight. If you drink water after food, okay, there's a chance of you putting on weight because your whole stomach is full of food, and you drink only after food. That means whatever space is there has been occupied by food. If you want to maintain weight, we say you drink it along with food. That means you eat food, once in a while you drink a sip, eat food, drink sip. That means you maintain weight. So Ayurveda is very clear about it. It does not say don't drink water with food, don't drink water only after half an hour. No. Okay. You can. So as I said, it depends upon when you drink the water. That will actually give you a different result. If you drink it before food, a different result. After food, different result. No water, a very different result. Okay. So it's very simple. Okay. So any other questions? Yeah, enlarged prostate. Yes, understand. Frequent urination because of enlarged. Yeah. So this is a condition, ashtila. So here, if it is giving too much of a problem, Ayurveda also says you have to go for a surgery. Ayurveda does not say initial small things. Yes, we can manage. Okay, but if anything, any growth, it's basically a structural issue. So any growth, Ayurveda says that you have to go. There's immediately in Ashtanga they will say Dhanvantari Mata. Go to Dhanvantari. That means go to the surgeon. Okay, so that you can actually get relief. Many people have got this feeling that Ayurveda does not talk about surgery at all. It is not such. Anything which, it's a growth or something which is obstructing something, Ayurveda freely says that you have to go for surgery. Okay, that's so, frequent. This is one major issue. You have got that urgency. Precipitant, you go also, what happens is you don't pass urine really fast. It's a very slow movement and it is exaggerated during nights. So it is a nuisance, but I think you have to work around. You can manage with medicines. Yes, a little bit you can manage, but if you want to have real good relief out of it, surgery is the option, Renu. Okay, is that all? Sparkling water I suppose is soda like thing, right? Is it, Mercy, if I'm right, it is water with gas inside it, right? Soda. uh, you know Sometimes you look at people in the villages when they have got gastric issues and they've got a lot of gas trapped. They drink the sparkling water and then they burp and they release the gas. Okay, in my opinion, your carbonated any carbonated water is not good. It contains a lot of carbolic acid, so in my opinion, it is not good to be consumed regularly. Once in a while for fun, yes, the body knows how to manage it, but if you keep on indulging in water which is, you know gas, soda, is not good. If that's what you meant by sparkling water, Masya. Okay, soda. Yeah. So Masya, soda is not good. I think they fill it with carbolic acid. No, and they, carbon dioxide, and no, not good. Okay. So if the season is pretty cold out there, to generate heat in the body, you can also use water to do that. That's why I said, you can add. I say the proportion normally is quarter teaspoon. That means 3 grams to 5 grams of dry ginger to a liter of water. That could be the proportion. You boil it. There some people also crush and put pepper into water and then drink it during the cold winter, so that it generates a little bit of heat in your body. It is good. Okay, but always when it's winter right now, in the US and other parts of the world, it is very cold. Stay warm, stay indoors. If you don't have any work outside, I don't want you to just step out and do something. As much as possible, stay protected, stay warm. Okay, so I'll see you next week with another topic. But anyway, happy new year, and let this year be filled. Let your life be filled with prosperity, and may you have good health too. Because without good health, there is no use of any prosperity, right? So health and prosperity to all of you. Okay. Good night.